As I mentioned, I'm going to record a few things of this. We're going to start off by showing off all the other characters so that we can just skip through that part and get to the fun part. I got Scifire, I think. Cool name. You might want to guess who this is. This is going to be an Altmer Battle Elf, Battle Mage. The idea is as simple as it gets. Heavy armor, lots of magic. Character who wants to show off. The idea I had for Scifire is they're the kind of person who just wants to prove themselves. The kind of character who has a... Let's just say magic is a way to compensate for them. And I like that idea a lot. So Scifire, I just like the idea of a heavily armored mage, because you're not going to see that very often. And here you go. It's heavily armored mage. Probably not going to be great in the sneaky department. It's going to be mostly combat capabilities, with magic as sort of a fallback option. We're a lady. But we're also a lady high elf. Ooh. Ooh. They really tried on the... I love that these are just little floaty heads. I wonder if that's why they made this place the way they did. What kind of hairdo would work for like, the Ultima Battle Mage? By the way, I'm going to go for Atronach on this, so I got a lot of magic, and I'm weak to it. It's going to be great. Gotta love it. Gotta love it. Oh, I kind of like this hairdo. Let's go with this one. This just has that highfalutin, you know. That I'm... Oh, man, I just became bigger.
I'm sure you'll fit right in. Follow me up to the office and they'll finish your release.
Ah, yes. We've been expecting you. You'll have to be recorded before you're officially released. There are a few ways we can do this, and the choice is yours.
Man, I always like this part. Give me the info pick from the class list. We're going to be a Battle Mage, which means we get heavy armor and axe. It's going to be an axe user. Axes are not common weapons, but you do see them used a lot, especially by Nords. Now, as you may notice, the way we're going to make this work, this ain't going to be easy. We're going to use Conjuration for defenses, conjuring an extra ally in fights, alteration and everything, destruction maybe for some firepower, but I'm going to have to figure out how I want to make this work. We also get Marksman, so we can definitely go for a Conjuration frontline build and sit in the back. Especially with Alchemy, we can give ourselves a little buff or a quick heal. There's a lot of options here as to how I want to handle this.
Very good. The letter that preceded you mentioned you were born under a certain sign. And what would that be?
The way that text is it almost says like that I mentioned. Stun the magic. We don't get it back from resting. We can get it back from all other sources, and 50% of the time we suck up a magic spell instead.
Interesting. Now, before I stamp these papers, make sure this information is correct.
I was going to go for a pure mage, but I really like the idea of having heavy armor and axe on there. The difference is staggering. We are good at illusion and restoration because, you know, we're good at most forms of magic, but you can definitely tell that if we try to do anything out of order, we're just not cut out for it. Intelligence, very good. Willpower, struggling at a 40. We need willpower for destruction spells and for alteration, which is going to be a big thing. But conjuration is going to be our big thing for now. We're good in that part. Really weird loadout, stat-wise. You might notice we only have 30 endurance, which means we have very little hit points. We're really needing that conjuration to pull us through in the beginning there. Intelligence, however, look at this magicka. We're not going to get that back easy, but we have a lot to go around. And if we ever get involved in the spell scrap, we might be wanting to just take the spell for the potential restoration.
When you exit to get your release fee.
Scifire. Scifire is also a cool name because it definitely is the kind of name you want to have. Now, unfortunately, Scifire doesn't care about personal property. So, we don't get to keep it? I thought you got to keep it. Oh, I thought you got to keep it. Just want some things, good sir. Now, of course, as a result of this, we actually do get a couple of beginner spells to start out with. Take some basic items with us, might as well. Oh, man, we already know what some of these things do. That's pretty cool. Of course, there's still a good reason not to steal things. Does it mention things that are stolen? I'm not told that things are stolen, so I have to just be careful. That's part of the fun. And I think this is the kind of character that would probably join up with Thieves Guild. I think mostly because they're just, you know, the forward go-get-em kind of guy. So we're going to go into the Thieves Guild a little bit, just to get access to fences, who we'll be using to offload a lot of our garbage. Again, it doesn't mark as stolen. I might as well... You know what, might not do that, actually. Might go Fighters Guild, because they give access to a lot of fighting supplies, which might be useful for us. I'm still figuring this all out, how I want to do this. I know that the other guy is going to be part of the Mages Guild, because he needs a lot of casting for support. I like you can just take a freaking nap while you're supposed to be leaving. So tall. Now, show me the magic. Now I have a magic menu. We start out with quite a few spells. We can summon a ghost for 21 magic. That's not a lot. Bound dagger is probably going to be our preferred option because I think bound weapons are a little stronger. We're not good with daggers. We're not good with them. We don't have the speed for it either, but we'll have to make do. Our fire spell is... That is nasty. That is a lot of damage for something that costs a fraction of how much magic we can throw around. The problem again is getting that magic back. We need to get to the Mages Guild, and we need to stock up on magic potions. Shield, we're going to want to stay away from defensive spells. Anything that's preventative is just not necessarily worth it. Other than that, look at all this red. Oh, we're so screwed when it comes down to it. We also have no persuasion skills, so if we ever want to do anything with that, we're going to have to work our way out. Other than that, we're kind of done here. I think we have our instructions, we have the packages. Okay, cool, we're good to go. So that's numero uno. We got a good old Scifire. Scifire. What kind of name should we give him? Scifire? Scifire. The what? What are they? The blunt? The strong? I think strong would be the term. The powerful. Sci-fi, the powerful. Yes, I like that one. Because it's also a double P. Yeah, P's. Como offered to do a co-op. And then I'm going to use another all-rounder Argonian.
Stand up. There you go. You were dreaming. Stand up. There you go. You were dreaming.
Another character. Who is this one going to be? Well, it's going to be Senina. Senina is a Dunmer female agent.
Last night's storm could wake you. I heard them say we reached Morrowind.
Light armor, short blades, range weapons, sneaky. Basically, they're your typical rogue. But I like the idea of them being a bit of a smooth talker, too. That's why I picked agent. I like the idea of this character. We'll show you when you see what agent does.
Come with me.
You'll see when you see what agent does. We are a dark elf, but we're also a lady! I kind of like this one. I don't really like the tweak. Yeah, I think the basic one is fine. Ooh. Yeah, this is fine. Anything cooler here in that? Oh, it's just there's a couple of dudes. Well, that's a lot of dudes. They really want a Dunmer to have something to go with. All right, I get you. We'll go with the standard. I think it looks great. Got some frosted tips. Yeah, that's good. That's good. As you can see, we get some athletics. We get some light armor that helps us a bit in the early run. We get destruction. It gives us a little bit of a mysticism. Illusion's what we want. Short blade, good. So we got some of our basics taken care of.
Great. I'm sure you'll fit right in. Follow me up to the office and they'll finish your release.
As I mentioned, we're going to be an agent. We get speechcraft, sneak, acrobatics, light armor, short blade. Typical rogue stuff. It's all stealth. But we also get mercantile, obviously. Conjuration. I think the idea is that you summon weapons. This allows us to summon creatures who can kind of back us up in those pinches. When we're in a pinch, we throw out a creature. We got blocks, so we can take out a shield if we want to. Unarmored, I might mix and match that a bit. And illusion. Illusion's a big reason I want to go for this. Personality and agility are illusion, and basically anytime we need to talk, our mouth goes open, we're good to go. Good for illusion. Agility, just nice. It's actually just really good in general to have a good agility because, A, marksman's not on here, you might notice. We're going to have to work around that.
Very good. The letter that preceded you mentioned
Now, the
you
sign,
were
we're going to
born
go for
with
a very standard, a very obvious sign that lots of people like to pick. It's going to be the lady. Listen, the personality boost is just too good to be true, and since I'm uncapping skills and everything, going for a little extra personality doesn't hurt.
Interesting. Now, before I stand at
The endurance also helps us with the fact that we're probably going to be sneaking up on people and then they get the first hit because we frick it up. Also, it's, why do we have so little health? We should have way more than that. I guess something else is screwing us over. You might notice that our Dunmer heritage doesn't really help. Marksman, however, good to go. That's mostly because of our specialization. We got some security. We'll have to work on that a lot. Security is very important for this character. Luckily, it's intelligence, and I think, yeah, it's 40. So we're good to go. We need to work on that. We're not a good general thief. We're going to have to really hammer those skills home. But we can get there with a little bit of effort, a little bit of elbow grease. Our biggest strength is that we are good to go for combat and stealth. We got that covered. Look at that agility. Look at that speed. 75 personality. People love us. They see us. They know who to talk to.
Show your papers to the captain when you exit to get your release fee.
62. Most people we jump across immediately like us.
Continue through to the next building and talk to Celes Gravius.
Come on, just give me some sneak. Sneaking is going to be the big thing, so we're going to have to work our way up as quickly as possible if we can help it. Now, unlike my other characters, Senina is not afraid to steal some things, shall we say. Not afraid to make off with a little bit of bank. If it's worth something, it's worth taking. Are they going to use Alchemy? Probably. Probably. Willpower is low, though, so luckily that's not Conjuration. Alchemy is probably going to be one of the parts we also want to work on a lot. The main reason is we could benefit from some buffs, but because we have such good social skills, we could just try to buy our way through problems. Instead of, you know, we just steal everything we can, and we just buy what we need. We turn all of this into finances. We turn all that into finances. And then once we're ready to go... Oh, by the way, I forgot something. There's something important I forgot. So we're going to go for a character with a lot of social skills, a lot of sneaky skills. We're going to have to work on those weak spots a little bit, but that just gives us more ability score increases, which is always nice. There's something I thought about. Yeah, next weapon. I need that to be... I need that to be... Oh, I don't know what that is. Oh, that's bad. Oh, that's bad. Can I... Oh gosh, this works. That's actually kind of terrifying. So yeah, our main objective in any fight is going to be to stab. Preferably before they even know what's happening. Is there a take all button? I hope there is. I'll have to figure that out. But yeah, we're going to make bank. We're an upstanding person. We're polite. We make that personality work for us. We're not going to fight it or resist it or anything. Anyway, because of how our loadout is, we don't actually start with any spells. Ancestor Guardian is a nice early game way to compensate for low defensive stats, but it's just not going to work, man. No. I cannot save the game right now, but I do kind of want to show off. We are pretty good when it comes to personality. Even this guy cannot resist our endless charm.
Go ahead.
Oh, okay, he's already noticed me. Alright, fine, I'll leave. And that's who we are for now. Again, the biggest downside of this whole character is just security and marksman. But we're alright. It's alchemy that I'm worried about. I know that alchemy is good for everyone, but again, we could just buy potions. We're going to be a moneymaker because we have such a good trade deficit with how Mercantile is going to work in our favor. Combat, though, we can only do a few things, and after that, we're screwed. I think I'll have to figure out how to mesh unarmored. Look, we start off and we have 1 armor. We're not wearing anything, and we're already on 1 armor because we're just that good. We're just that good. Who is this going to be? Well, it's going to, of course, be Senina the Sly. We're sneaky little bugger. Now, finally, we have a character who is Dardo. Dardo the Deathless. Or Dardo the Deathly. The Deadly. I wanted to make a Khajiit assassin because I have never made an assassin character before that just goes around killing everyone the hell they feel like it. So here we are. Dardo the Deathless. I picked some information off of the website, the fancy name generator, which told me that Dardo is apparently like warrior adult something. Cool like that. It's pretty neat. Dardo is going to be a monk. They are an unarmed fighter. They wear no armor, and they basically go in for the kill. I really like the core idea I was going for here. He's going to be a male. I forgot his sign because I'm fucking stupid. So you're gonna have to go easy on me for this one.
This is where they live. Head down to the dock. You finally arrived.
Annoying that it doesn't actually tell you like what this changed about everything else. We get Night, Eye of Night, and Eye of Fear. These give us some very unique powers. I think these are powers, like you can use them once a day. I think this is a spell though. But the power to make one person run away is very useful. I want to go for something that breathes fear. Ooh. I think I like this one. Ooh, that's pretty. That's pretty baller. Okay, I like the full main more. I like this mixture. It's Dardo. Oh, I see. It's like, hey, you want to rename yourself.
Great. I'm sure you'll fit right in. Follow me up to the office and they'll finish your release.
Ah, yes. I don't know why, but whenever that guy opens his mouth, this yes.
Yes, we've been expecting you. You'll have to be
Yes. He
recorded
cuts it off
before
very quickly.
officially released.
I hung on it a bit
There
too
are
much.
few ways we can do this, and the choice is
Now, why monk, you might ask? Because I wanted to have a character that uses on armor and no weapons, because we have a lot of filled in. Now, I have some things that actually change how unarmed. It's one, I add strength to it. There's a couple other minor things, and also unarmored works without other stuff. So, we are speed-based as hell. Athletics and acrobatics and sneak. We are a monk. We are sneaky. We're very good at it, too. And we are fast. I don't know why we get willpower. I don't think anything... Yeah, restoration uses willpower. I don't know what we're going to do with other magics. I think alteration might be something worth considering as his mysticism for getting around. But for the most part, we're just deadly. Light armor, I might wear some armor if it's got good benefits or utility or just for kicks. But otherwise, maybe pick up a blunt weapon. But we'll definitely pick up a crossbow or something. Something basic. Something that's unassuming. Crossbow's very unassuming despite being quite deadly. Block. I don't know why you get block. Your main combat skill is hand-to-hand, which does not work with block very well. I guess blunt weapon. Fair enough, it's minor. Stealth is our specialization.
very good. The letter that preceded, you mentioned you were
Our star is
born
going to be
under
the
a
lover.
certain sign.
Now,
And what would that be?
a lot of people don't like the ones that are just like, but we need the agility. It makes us super sneaky. But more important, like the steed is also a good choice because of the speed benefit. But I like this a lot. It ruins our fatigue, but the power to paralyze someone, if it goes off, lets us beat the shit out of him for 60 seconds, and there's nothing he can do. It is perfect for an assassin. You sneak up, you kiss him, and you just beat him up.
Information is correct.
Again, we start with third. I don't know why that keeps happening. Our agility is 85 at beginning. We are super sneaky. Of course, we're going to want to work on security, but we start off with a nice boost there. We have short blade if we need it. We have a little bit of personality skill. We don't start with 30 personality, so we can make it work. As you can see, I have Night as a spell. All of this comes together quite nicely. This also lets us strain illusion, I think. We're going to need illusion because 100% chameleon is just worth it.
Show your papers to the captain when you exit to get your release fee.
Continue through to the next building and talk to Celis Gravius.
Celis Gravius. Is this guy going to use potions? Probably. In like a minor capacity. In case we see some ingredients that are cool. Otherwise, this character is probably going to mostly rely on what they can find and how they can use it. Probably going to associate with the Thieves Guild because when you kill people, you take their stuff and that stuff is owned. You need to have a fence. So we're going to have to figure something out in that regard. 200. Okay, we got good strength. If this all works out correctly, this should be easy as pie. Yep, not even a sneeze. We can just go in as we please. Just a few loaves for the road. What spells do we start out with? Now, nothing. We start off with nothing. We have Lover's Kiss, and we have I Fear. Now, personally, I like the idea that our character, our defining character... I just love how we have 85 agility at the beginning. Oh, that's just so nasty. That is nasty. Oh. We're monk, though. So our main weapon... Our weapon du jour is going to be simple. Oh, I can't use the quick thing yet. Okay, gotcha. Duties. Okay, bye. See ya. Here we have him. We have Dardo the Deadly. As I mentioned, we're sneaky. We're a nasty son of a bitch. And we're going to be taking names, because we are good at taking names. Name taking is our business. I love that this guy starts off with a little bit of everything. He even starts off with probes and lockpicking tools, because you never know one of your players might want to start with. He starts with pestle and mortar. Everything. He's got nice teleport shells. Problem is, I really prefer he didn't sell this. You might be a newbie, you might buy this going, oh, what does that do? And you teleport your dumbass all the way over to nowhere. You're completely confused. We don't need armor. We start off with 5. We're not wearing anything. We can easily pick up a piece of armor or 2 to help pad things out, because I think our unarmored skills isn't too bad either. Our light armor's pretty good. What do we got? I guess a shield will be something that we probably want to purchase. Some darts, maybe. That fits well. Fits in well. Maybe a staff, because that's a blunt weapon, which, unlike blades, isn't separated in long and short, which I guess is like thrusting versus not thrusting. I don't know. I think we got this covered. Popular scrolls. Figure of Vitality. Or bargain items. Oh, those are pretty cute. Those are actually pretty good. 2 minutes of constant fatigue regeneration is incredible. I do have a mod that makes it so that I can't use more usable magic items. 3 seconds, basically. I have like a short timer associated with it. Which is not a nice little thing, but I just want to show off that everyone keeps laughing at unarmed combat. Don't laugh at one-armed combat, man. Mother clucker. Not me, got claws. I just think it's a cool idea. A very unassuming Gashit. I'm probably going to be wearing fancy robes, even just to cover the armor. I'm pretty fast, too, but that's mostly because we don't want to carry anything. Of course, it's going to be a bit of a work in progress. We're going to be limited in efficacy outside of that. But of course, you know, we can also always work on blunt weapon to help compensate for that. We definitely want to work on strength. Now, that is not amazing. But we came out pretty clean, didn't we? We came out pretty clean, all things considered. We're going to want some buff potions, and that's kind of what I'm going to go for. If I'm going to do alchemy, it's going to be ways of enhancing our combat potential. Because we're going to need it. Going to level up quickly, though, because our 2 main attributes, which are both for adrenaline and speed, we're going to get a lot of speed, too. My problem with this character is probably going to be getting any side to level ups at all. Like, sure, I can infinitely level up because I have no restrictions on that, but doesn't mean that's going to be easy. I like that those aren't owned, even though they're obviously placed by someone. I don't know what to think of that. It'd be interesting to see where this all goes with this character. Especially since he doesn't have good social skills. This character's going to go to Vivek or something and see about the Morachtong, the Assassins organizations. We're going to be an assassin, baby. Before, every single goddamn game was like, oh, it's the Dark Brotherhood, they're the assassins. Ugh. I really prefer that it's like a local thing. Adds a bit more charm, I'd say. Anyway, that's that. That's all the lovely new fellas.